Alright, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Chupacabra's lair. More signal from Tolva here today, where we're fighting these buttholes. So, I kind of exploded while you guys were gone, because I found out that that new weapon that I picked up is complete trash. This thing does shit all for damage, even when you're like right up and close and personal with them. And that sucks, so we're not going to use that anymore. But we will shoot people's legs out. All of these zealots keep spawning. Oh, but yeah, so I exploded, spawned at a beacon back there. I'm gonna go back to this base that I found, that I encountered a little bit before. And there's some banditos spawned outside of it. I'm gonna shoot them in the butt. And that's about as crazy as that's going to get. Also, somewhere over here... Oh, I was like backed up right against a little relic. This whole time. Let's suck this down for some more story components. I guess you could call that a story component. As I fall into an endless void hole. This is something I've noticed about this game, is there are some pieces in the environment that are a little bit crappy, to say the least. But these zealots aren't super a problem, or these bandits, because this rifle that I got, this super advanced one, is really good. Like, it just shreds things, including our fellow surveyors who... I just have no idea why they appear in the places that they do. Like, you'll be in the middle of nowhere near no spawn point, and then there's just two surveyors just hanging out. Oh, really? Why is it when I captured this, then a freaking... a turret gets spawned? Oh boy, this is something. Well, that could have been worse, I will admit. So we got a base now. And a bunch of zealots need our attention. Okay, well, you boys probably have this under control, I'm sure. I don't think you really need little old me. Or maybe you do? There's a lot of dudes out here. This is like a straight up war zone all of a sudden, holy crap. So I can definitely say that this world has been fought over back and forth endlessly for a very long time. Cause like I've seen the factions in this game just have at each other over and over and over again. It is a little ridiculous. At any rate, I'm going to repair my robot, because this shit is kind of bonkers. Let's see what we got. So, we got a data library I started reading more of last time. So, signal data, Outlier Sig4. More evidence of gross corruption of data and the materials by something. No detailed analysis is presently available to explain the anomalies we're seeing in these readings. Please collect some more data from similar locations. Broker's notes. There's something terrible going on here. Are you sure you want to stay connected to this weird rock? What if you download the something that's malicious? What if we're being set up? Okay, so that's my mission reports. Let's see what the data snooper found. Illegal cluster collected. There's something wrong. We aren't alone here. Systems keep shutting off. Bringing them back is depleting us. Don't know if we can stay connected. What if there is something encrypted? Something in the dust. Don't ignore this transmission. We have every right to speculate. What if it was thinking in slow time? It seems like we're just out of step, one pace behind the total archive. Network to whenever, drone. Huh. So yeah, there's just a lot of weird stuff going on this planet, apparently. The problem, then, is that whatever readings we might take, whatever data we might collect here, it is all mediated. The network is bringing all this to us. It's already mediated. We cannot be there on something, on Tolva, checking what we've recorded, and so how can we verify it? Alright, that's interesting. Things are getting really weird. Oh wait, I needed to swap out my gun because this other one sucks. This thing's garbage. Let's swap back to... This is probably fine. Okay. Yep, that'll do just fine. And let's pick a new target to go explore. So we've been kind of skulking about down here. There's another corrupted zone here. Let's go up here to this one. Okay, so there's a whole lot of stuff we can go explore up here. So let's go around the bend and explore this random facility. And then we can start making our way up and around. I see there's more explosions. That's always nice. You know, it's actually kind of curious to me that the different designs that some creators come up with in games for how robots interact with their guns. Like, you'd think that a robot wouldn't bother, like, putting their sights down the barrel of a gun. You'd think that this sight would just be like a camera, and you just look out the camera on the gun with one of your robot eyes and use the other one to keep an eye on things closer towards you. So who's shooting each other over here? I'm seeing lots of stuff blip and light up. You are. Well, that's fine. I can go kill you guys next to these ribs of some old ancient machine. You're dead? Where's your friend? I know you were fighting something, and usually... So I have noticed that bandits will fight each other in this game, so... It could mean whatever. There's some scrap duct taped to the walls of this thing. Yeah, alright. Well, the thing we're after is over this way. So let's go see what it is. So this is the burial tract. You know, something that might be interesting in this game is if there were, like, ancient ruins of an ancient alien civilization. And maybe that's what that Ring of Stones was before. That's entirely possible. Because, you know, robots are typically created by something. They don't just exist in a vacuum. Oh, hello. We've got a giant rock that glows up here. And there's something up top of this. Okay. What? It's like someone was yelling at me with a spectral voice as I exited my infrared vision. That was something. Oh, hi. You need to die. Okay, it takes care of you. Is there more of you, or is that the only one that's still around? I guess that's what that other guy was fighting earlier. He was fighting some zealots. So what? I mean, I still don't quite understand how robots are gonna have such definitive factions. Like, what causes a robot who's distinctively part of Faction Blue from turning into a bandit? Like, wouldn't their programming say just go back and report to base? Oh, hello. Oh, these are our units. Okay, so we've got backup around here. And that's another snooper library. Let's see what happens when I jump off with full power. Oh. Doesn't look like I really take any damage when I jump. That's certainly interesting. Those surveyors are fighting somebody. Alright, we're at the next waypoint. And it's a giant rock that impacted this war robot's skull. And whatever it is, it's big, thick, and juicy because it's taking a while to scan. So that's the derelict number 2 scanned. I won't know exactly what that is until we've returned to base and uploaded the data. So what's next? We've checked out the burial tract. Let's go horse about in the radio trench. That sounds like a good plan. Not worried about the money, because we've basically got more money than we really need or know what to do with. But I will go up to the top of this hill, and we will see if there's any more bacon to be had. Because basically, the only way that we're really going to get a lot of story value out of this game is if we really put forth some effort to try and find every remaining piece of information from these data snoopers. Now again, I don't know why you would just put these things everywhere, but maybe that's just part of this long, ongoing war for control over these galaxies. And it's been raging for quite some time if we've got, like, decades, if not hundreds of years, of old robotic crap lying around. I also wish I could shoot at this thing more. But no such luck. Well, either or. Let's get out the old rifle and go have a look around. Oh, there's some valuable loot over here. These things that look like Destiny ghosts, like actually a lot like a Destiny ghost, are worth a fair amount. Although they're more valuable than Destiny ghosts because, oh, God knows the dude that voiced Peter Dinklage. God knows his manifestation in Destiny was a completely useless piece of shit. I don't know. I thought Destiny was really just a big cheesy ripoff. The gameplay was alright, the core gameplay mechanics, but the story was lame, the enemies were lame. Well, I'm sorry. The story that wasn't actually in the game was lame, so that was never really a big selling point for me. And the new game coming out looks even cheesier, so we'll have to wait and see. Hello, there's a person still alive here. How am I not hitting you? This is a frickin' laser rifle. There we go. Just gotta make sure that all of my victims remain in the ground where they belong. That's all I ever wanted for Christmas. So, this is that zealot ship. You'd think that the area right around just underneath of the ship would just be crawling with zealots every 2 inches. Just absolutely agitatingly crawling. I'm gonna ignore the scrap over here, because we have like 3 grand. We are not hurting for money in any way, shape, or form. You friendly? What are you? Yeah, you're friendly. You're kind of like a yellow-gray. Yeah, this ship kind of looks neat. We'll probably never do anything interesting with it, though. Oh, and it doesn't look like it's actually crashed on top of anything. It looks like it's just hovering. Interesting. So here's another robot head, or what looks like another robot head. This is a crashed bandit ship, or is this a zealot ship? Oh no, this is a zealot ship. So this is a zealot drop ship that we've probably already killed everything around here. Because, they kind of wandered over towards where we were before when I started this episode, and they are nowhere near here. Is that all that's here? gather one of one readings, so we need to find a reading here. Somewhere there's a tentacle orb. Here it is. It is sitting in the side of whatever this is. It looks like a crashed spaceship. I guess we're scanning the actual ship itself. So what is this? It looks like it could be part of a giant robot skull. But it doesn't look like it has a proper jaw, but maybe it's like a cyclops. Alright, so apparently there's a series of giant sock'em bopper giant robot wars that happened here at some point. That's certainly a thing. Well, I could go back to a base, but I don't want to, so we're just gonna keep going. I mean, I gotta give credit, like, this game is fairly pretty, but pretty alone does not sell games, or else Destiny would have been, like, deserving of those awards that it won. There's a windmill. Some tentacle ducks. I don't see anything dangerous. In fact, I mostly just see a lot of nothing in this area. There's some bushes, there's tentacle ducks, and that's basically it. And again, like, I figured if we were directly underneath of a spaceship like this thing, we would be inundated with zealots, but I guess I've just been shooting enough people that they're kind of running low. So this is Radio Peak, and this has got the zealots' attention, because they came here when the zealots crash landed. So we captured, or we're in Torfuro and it's captured by someone. I guess we can liberate it? Whatever that means, like wherever, do we have a reading of what's around here? So this is Radio Peak, and this is a bunker. That's what this means. It's a division station, or a bunker. You know, as I get closer to this ship, it is not very elaborate. Like, that thing is not a very high-res at all. In fact, if there were more than 5 polys on any one object here, I'd be surprised. Okay, I mean, there's not a lot of enemies anywhere. I'm not seeing any movement. That looks important. It looks like it might have something in it. That looks super duper suspicious. This is full of, like, robotic ribs. This is... If this is not a trap, well, maybe it's not. It just looks like a big dead hallway. Nobody's out here to sneak up on me, so fuck it. So why is there just like a cave full of dead robots? That's... This feels like, again, like this feels like a missed opportunity for an event. Like maybe if I didn't skulk around, maybe there'd be like a robot behind here who would sneak in and start shooting the pants off of me. Like this is bait for other robots to come investigate. There's all these environmental opportunities to show that robots have evolved to some degree that I'm just not getting. Basically at all. Oh, so there's actually friendlies here. Okay. It's interesting that there's a bunch of friendlies underneath of a giant alien ship, but I'm not gonna question it. I'm gonna double check because I'm not dumb, but I'm not gonna question why this is a good place to be. So we control Radio Peak, good to know. And somewhere in the semi-nearby vicinity is another snooper beacon. Okie doke. I'll go find that out. Let's go flog our data and become a rank 2 drone. Alright, so we're rank 2. And we got new plasma shields. And now we have access to new modules. And now we have radiation proofing that we can buy, and a whole load of new weapons. So I think I'm going to leave it here for right now, everybody. I've been your host, Larry. This has been more Signal from Tolva. We're going to finish this game. Mostly because it's not a difficult game, and I can kind of just relax, shuffle around, and kill people. And I guess that's going to be it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Check this game out for yourself. It's $20. It's kind of worth $15, $20. There's not a lot to do. But I think for $20, if you want to just relax and see some cool looking environments, and you don't mind a little framiness, even with newer graphics cards until they finish optimizing it, I think it'd be okay. It doesn't wow me though. Like, it's alright. So that's it for this one. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and bye everybody.